Hi there, welcome back to my channel. 8th House Speaks. Excuse me while I clear my throat. Excuse me, guys. I'm going to light a bit of sage here. Clear the air. I felt drawn to do a reading today about. See, it's hard to say what it is about. It's a feeling I had. I'd say where I felt it in my body. I'd say in my heart area, like my chest area. And perhaps this reading will help somebody today. It's a healing message for the collective. No specific star sign. If you come across it, this reading was meant for you. If it resonates for you, then it's meant for you. If it doesn't land anywhere with you, it's not hitting, then I guess it's not your reading this time. So right, come back for another one or check out any of my other readings. And yeah, it's a sense that I was picking up. While I'm talking, I'm going to be shuffling the cards. I'm going to shuffle off camera. Just bear with me. About having something that needs to be articulated, but it not quite having the words to articulate. Yeah. Okay, so what I want to do, Spirit, Angels, Ancestors, thank you for your support today. What message do you have for the collective? I want to pull a oracle card and see. This is what slid out off the top. Let's see what this is. Truth. Well, there you go. See it there? So, and underneath is karmic path. Turn that up. Yeah, perhaps this is a message for somebody. Karmic path, truth. I want to. Let me get into the reading. I'm trying to describe something that's hard to describe. Perhaps there's someone experiencing something like that. Sensing it before being able to articulate it. Spirit, angels, ancestors, Most High, what do you have supposed to come out today for the... I'm going to pick 3 cards there. Let's do it this way today. So somebody that needs to get a message, a healing message about truth, karmic path and truth. We are in Gemini season right now, so this is a season of communication, clarity, intellectual thoughts. Perhaps this is going to help somebody gain clarity about something. I'll have to put that there. Let's see what we've got here. Sorry, I know my spacing's all a little bit. Bear with me, guys, until I find a bit of space. Temperance. 4 of Pentacles. Two of Wands. Temperance, the truth, balancing out the truth. Temperance, this could be Sagittarius. Perhaps you might have Sagittarius placements. 4 of Pentacles, Earth sign. You may have Earth in your chart. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Wands, energy, 2 of Wands. You might have fire in your chart. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Give me a minute and let me see what Spirit's sharing here. Knowing what to hold on to take a new journey. Temperance. What can we get for temperance? It wants to come out. Chariot. Okay, well, 2 major arcana. So something fast moving. Cancer energy. The 6 of Swords. Yeah, movement again. So someone's making a decision, needing to make a decision about movement. And this could be movement in the mind as well, but there's no swords energy. Yes, there is swords energy here, 6 of Swords. Movement in the mind, the thoughts, shifting of thoughts. And that kind of span out in that wanting to come out. 10 of Swords in the reverse. I'm going to read it in the upright, but healing, moving on from a really serious betrayal. Strength underneath. Spirit is giving guidance here about lessons. I'm hearing the things that we hold on to. Let me pause this video just for a minute. Okay, right. You won't know this, but I paused the video for about maybe a good 2 minutes. I had to just sit in this energy rather than have it play and you just be staring at a screen for 2 minutes without me talking. I was just looking off into space. It feels like a heavy energy, but not an unbearable one. Something, what I'm picking up on is shock, but there's nothing here like a tower or something that would indicate shock. But someone's having to use their strength to bring about balance as much as possible, to hold on to the things that they have, but make plans. Traditionally, the 2 of Wands can mean a marriage isn't going to go ahead. Perhaps someone's relationship's changed and they need to go in a different direction. But it has happened so quickly with the Chariot that somebody's been taken off onto a new path so swiftly that it's caused a level of shock. I think that's where the shock is, the swiftness from the planning of a new life or something. She's got the map, she's got the world here, planning to go somewhere, making plans, looking out the window, setting out the route. She's got the globe and that's like a van. She's set her sights on something and she's sorting out the logistics, and with swiftness on a spiritual level that you couldn't comprehend the swiftness of it. The collective, perhaps this resonates with someone's had to on another journey. Like, this is 6 of Swords. It's taken her from one. I like to think of this as taking you from one. What's it where the water meets the land? Like a beach, not a beach, a port, a dock. From one shore across to another, and she's being pulled by birds. These represent thoughts, her mind. Something entered the mind space and had to, I wouldn't even say pivot, like completely go on a different course. And I mean, if you see how I've held these cards together, you see these birds here along in the 10 of Swords, how it's fed into this picture here. Can you see the line of black birds? Maybe if I hold it like this. Sorry for shaking the camera. Like, there's a connection here between the 6 of Swords and the 10 of Swords, these birds. But I get the sense that these birds are behind her. These birds are behind her. These birds are pulling her forward. These birds, to me, they're flying from this, the 10 of Swords. And it originally came out in the reverse, right? Which indicates A betrayal, yes, but healing from a betrayal. Healing. So I said I'll read it in the upright. So there's been a major pivot in someone's life, which would suggest karmic path underneath that knowledge, underneath that death. So there's been a huge change here in someone's life. New moon. I wonder when the next new moon is. You can Google that actually. When is the next new moon? I'm not really up to. I can check. You can check that out yourself. But perhaps the number 8 means something to somebody. And actually, this reading is about the truth. Someone came into some knowledge of the truth. And truth can be hard to take because, like I've said before, I don't know if you picked it up on any of my other readings or if it's something I've said. I thought I said it out loud, but it's just stayed in my head. There's truth, like human truth, and then there's spiritual truth. And I feel like they're like on different levels of category. You know, spiritual truth can feel harsh, but it's loving. But it could be spiritual truth can make something swiftly happen, like the chariot takes somebody off onto a completely different course. So the collective, somebody here, this is a reading for somebody that resonates with someone that they've had to stay very balanced under some very difficult times in the midst of some very deep betrayal. And the temperance being on top of the chariot, even though the chariot is swift movement, there's a balance to it. This is spirit intervening. The 4 of Pentacles on top of the 6 of Swords. This person's gone another journey, but they've been able to hold on to some things. Some of the lessons, maybe, even some tangible things. Maybe they were tangible gifts, tangible items that they were able to hold on to, and some that they weren't. Some had to get left behind. 2 of Wands and the 10 of Swords. This is where the dichotomy is between someone planning a new life to then actually a betrayal's happened and that new life has had to change. But there's a healing from it. Because strength is strength. The strength card here. What's underneath that? The Ace of Swords. Yeah, telling the truth. Ace of Swords, truth. King of Swords. A masculine. An air sign masculine. Gemini, Aquarius. Libra. This is Aquarius. King of Swords can be a harsh energy at times. And this is truth, swords, truth. Ace of Swords, King of Swords, truth. Strength has had to be used. Someone in the collective, if this resonates for you, you've had to use a lot of strength in order to manage a truth, but your truth will come from it. I wonder what healing message we can get here. I'm going to pull from the Healing Oracle deck. I mean, I'm not sure if I'm even going to post this. It might resonate for someone. Let me see how this Oracle deck, what we got for, what do we have here for a healing message for the Oracle deck? Yeah, I started this reading saying it's something sitting in my chest area. Perhaps there's someone dealing with a very significant, I want to say the aftermath of something significant. The moments after the dust starts to settle. This wants to come out. Relaxation. Relaxation. Right, as I was saying, the aftermath after a betrayal, a change of plans. Someone's had to accept something that was hard to accept, and Spirit's guiding you to consider relaxation. I want to read from you the message from the Sacred Destiny Oracle card about relaxation. So it says, Harvest Moon. Let me hold it up so you can see. On a warm, peaceful autumn night, a gentle haze softens the light of the full moon. The songs of the night birds softly emerge through the dark against the backdrop of the sonorous outpouring of the frogs that line the lake shores. The stillness allows your sense to expand. You inhale the earthly dampness in the air, hear the nuances of the night sounds, look at the muted reflections of the moon in the lake, and sense the deep quietening of the night. A full moon occurs close to the autumn equinox, is called the harvest moon. The harvest moon symbolizes that you have worked, that all you have worked for is coming to fruition. In other words, you can put your feet up, relax, and let go. The sacred landscape wants you to know when you receive this card, relax, all is well. No need to strive or push to go ahead. Beneath the surface of life, everything is quite propelling. Everything is gently propelling you in the right direction. You can lay down your burdens and simply unwind, slow down and allow calmness to fill you. When you relax and relinquish control, your intuition expands and you create the space for your spirit guides to help you. Additionally, it's vastly easier to heal and have positive outcomes in life when you are rested and not filled with worry and the need to control outcomes. Lie back, relax, stretch out, and watch magic unfold in your life. Yeah, that's great. And like the harvest moon is saying the autumn equinox, so that would be autumn time. So that would perhaps something between now and autumn, or by autumn time, things would have really shifted for someone. But it's suggesting that you relax now. And this is what I was saying with regards to the aftermath of major change. This would have meant somebody's world changing in a way. Like I said, it's giving tower, but it's not. I haven't pulled the tower. But the Ten of Swords, again, thoughts, communication, air energy. We're in Gemini season. So something about someone needing to heal from a major change in their life. I hope this resonates with you. And that's your reading. Thank you. Hit the like button. I'd really appreciate that. And come back for more. You have a blessed day.